Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Bears and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will take the field first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Looking to pass. It's locked. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. The short hands. It's Burns. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Burns. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in with one hand.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
The Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's locked. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. And he's in! Touchdown, Sam Houston!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bears offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds a tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burns. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a crease. Powers through. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here. Go back to work. Dropping back, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Reed. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action on first down. Under fire. He's on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
The Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Give to the fullback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Still on his feet at the 40. Finding some room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Bears are flying down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An 84-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snags it quickly on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at it.
Going for the big play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Dropping back, it's locked. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Touchdown, Sam Houston! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Bulldogs in need of a miracle right now. They haven't really been competitive today, and that's stunning considering this team is the #1 team in the country. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Back now to your game in Huntsville. They've opened up this halftime advantage behind a banner day so far from their offense. Zigging when the defense is zagging, dialing up just the right plays at just the right times. It's been a clinic so far. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it.
Breaks free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Finds his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Got a little grass. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Bearcats! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 48, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bearcats sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's locked. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And they get him down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He'll pull it down and run. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Ready, go! Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving,
here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Looking to throw, it's Locke. Got a man, it's Burns. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to, and do what you practice every day, the 2-minute drive.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back to throw. It's locked. Complete. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives them the first down. Trying to barrel in.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bearcats! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on first down. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.